Hello students, welcome to Time Classes. In this session, we will look at the questions from the topic Simple Interest and Compound Interest. Okay, please be ready with the pen and paper and hope you are doing well. Now before going to start this session, just I want to make a few points clear. Point number one, the questions used in this presentation are actual questions which have appeared in the recent SSC CG examination. Okay, now look at the point number two. The copyright of these questions belongs to the body conducting the SSC CG examination. Okay, hope I am clear. Right, please pay attention and look at each and every question. Try to solve the question by your own and then look at the solution. Whenever you want, please pause the video and try by your own. Okay, now look at the question number one on your screen along with the options. A person lent a certain sum of money at 5% per annum on simple interest. In 15 years, the interest amounted to rupees 250 less than the sum lent. What was the sum lent? Yes, my dear students, please pause the video, try the question, and then look at the explanation. Of course, it is a simple question, it is not a difficult one. And the formula in the simple interest. So what is the formula to find the simple interest? Now it is a PNR by 100, or you can use PTR by 100. So instead of T, I am using N. N stands for number of years, the period of time. P is a principal, R stands for rate of interest. Now we need to find the principal here. Now what is the interest here? The interest amounted to rupees 250 less than the sum lent. If the principal is a P, interest is equal to P minus 250. The meaning of this statement is interest is equal to P minus 250 when the principal is P. What about the time period? Time period, it is a 15 years. What is the rate of interest? 5% per annum. So what I am doing here, I am using simple interest formula. Simple interest is equal to PNR by 100. Yes, my dear students, please just by doing cross multiplication, you will get the value of P. When you cross multiply P into 100, it is 100P. 250 into 100 is equal to 25,000. So 100P minus 25,000 is equal to 75P. By taking variables on one side and numbers on the other side, you will get the value of P. Now look at this one. 100P minus 25,000 is equal to 75P. By taking P variable on one side and numbers on the other side, we get the value of P as 1,000. So 1,000 means right choice option 1. Am I clear? Let's look at this one. What is the principal here? Principal is rupees 1,000. Okay. Shall we go to the next example? Right, look at the next question on your screen along with the options. A person lent rupees 10,000 to B for 3 years and rupees 6,000 to C for 4 years on simple interest at the rate of interest, and received rupees 5,400 in all from both of them as interest. What is the rate of interest in percent? So what we need to find? Value of R. 5,400 is the total interest earned from B and C together. So total interest is 5,400. The first sum 10,000, second one 6,000. Period of time 3 years and 4 years. Yes, my dear students, please recollect the formula. of a simple interest. So what is the formula? Simple interest is equal to PNR by 100. So 100 and zeros get cancelled. So what is the remaining? 100 into 3 into R. So 300R. This is the first part, that is the B. Now in the formula we have zeros in the denominator, 2 zeros. Cancel the 2 zeros in the numerator. So 60 into 4, 240 into R, it is a 240R. Means this is the simple interest from B and it is a simple interest from C. Sum of these two values is equal to 5400. Yes, my dear students, without solving this you can answer the question. So 540R is equal to 5400. R is equal to 10%. What is the result here? Choice 1. So 540R is equal to 5400. The value of R, it is 10. So 540R is equal to 5400. On solving, you will get 10%. So right choice, option 1. First answer, first option is the right option. Okay. Hope you are doing well. Okay. Shall we move to the next example? Yes, my dear student, please look at the question number, next question on your screen. Third question, along with options. What is the compound interest in rupees for 1 year on a sum of rupees 20,000 at the rate of 40% per annum, compounded half yearly? Yes, my dear student, please look at the question carefully. Compounded half yearly, compounded for every 6 months, compounded semi-annually, all are same. What is the meaning here? Half yearly or 6 months or semi-annually, meaning is same. So here is charging interest 2 times a year. 40% per year, 2 times in a year means what is the rate of interest per annum for half yearly? It is 20%. 40% per annum, half yearly 20%. Am I right? 40 by 2. So quarterly means 4 times in a year. So 40 by 4, it is 10%. Okay, just for your information. So here is saying half yearly. Half yearly means 2 times he is charging interest. So 40 into 1 by 2, it is equal to 20%. Means 20% half yearly. So what is the interest for 1 year? What is the effective rate of interest for 1 year is already we discussed in the previous videos. This is the best formula to find the effective rate of interest under compound interest. So 20% means 20 plus 20 plus 20 into 20 by 100. 20 into 20 means 400 by 100, which is equal to 4. By adding all these, we get 44%. On 20,000, just to find out 44%. Yes, my dear students. Percent means by 100, per every 100. So by 100 means 2 zeros in the denominator. Cancel with the 2 zeros in the numerator. So what is the result? 2 times of 44. It is 8800. Right choice, option 4. Choice 4 is the right choice. This is the formula you need to remember. So what is the formula here? A plus B plus AB by 100. So we can use this formula to find out the effective rate of interest under compound interest. Okay. Please note on the solution and please pay attention on explanation. Shall we move to the next example? Hope you are copying all the information. Okay, now look at the next one, question number 4 on your screen. The compound interest earned in 2 years at 12% per annum is rupees 10,176. What is the sum invested? Sum measured in rupees. We need to find the value of P. My dear students, by using the formula we'll get answer, but here we can answer this question a little bit easy. What is a simple way to answer the question is just apply the previous formula A plus B plus AB by 100. Just apply the same formula here. 12% per annum, 2 years. What is effective rate of interest means? 12 plus 12 plus 12 into 12 by 100. 12 into 12, 144 by 100 means 1.44. What is the effective rate of interest? 25.44. When the principal is 100%, what is the interest here? It is a 25.44. When you are using 100 as a principal, 25.44. But what is the interest here? It is a 10,176. So what we need to find? The principal. Now if you observe this one, so 10,000 176 10,176 is equal to 25.44. Then what is the 100%? Simplify this. What is the cancellation is, if you observe, just ignore the decimal, observe this. 2544 into how much is equal to 10176. It is exactly 4 times. Here decimal is given, so I am using 2 zeros. So what is the result is? So 400 into 100, it is 40,000. So right choice, option 3. Okay. Am I clear? Or you can write like this also. When 100 is the principal, 25.44 is the interest. So 10176 is the interest. So find out its principal value. Same logic. But in cross multiplication, you will get answer. Okay. So these are the possibilities. So right choice here, option 3. Now look at the next example on your screen. Yes, my dear students. Yes, you are supposed to pause on each and every question. You need to try. Try first, then look at the solution. Okay. You are supposed to solve all these questions in a couple of seconds. All these are simple and easy questions. You will get good score in your examination. Just a little bit of practice is required. And look at this question. The simple and the compound interest that can be earned in 2 years at the same rate is 4,000 and 4,180 respectively. What is the rate percent per annum? So rate of interest we need to find. The value of R. So what is the time period? It is 2 years. If you observe this example carefully, logically we can answer this question in a simple way. 4,000 is the interest for 2 years means in simple interest remains same for every time. Look at this one. I am writing here clearly. 4,000 is the simple interest. So what is the first year interest and second year interest means every year interest remains the same. There is no change in the value of interest under simple interest. Am I clear? Whereas in compound interest, it changes from year to year. What is the reason? The interest, the previous year interest will add to the principal and becomes amount. That amount will be calculated as a principal. Means we are charging interest on interest. And logically here, one thing you need to remember. simple interest for 1 year and compound interest for 1 year, both are same, equal value. When the rate of interest is same, so you'll get same interest value. Here rate of interest is same, so first year interest is equal to 2000, second year 2000 plus 180. What is this 180? Interest on the previous interest. So 180 rupees is the interest on 2000 over a period of 1 year, means what is the rate of interest? Simplify this, you will get answer. So what is the cancellation? Zeros to zeros, so you can cancel. Now 2, it goes exactly 9 times. The rate of interest is a 9% per annum. So mark the appropriate answer. So 9% per annum, it is the right choice, option 3. Third choice is the right choice. Am I clear? So what is the logical point here? In simple interest, interest remains same for every year, whereas in compound interest, changes year to year. So the compound interest value, in general, it follows a series of geometric progression. The first year value, second year, third year, fourth year, and so on. Okay. Here in the simple interest, it remains the same for every year. Okay. Now, shall we move to the next example? Come on, say yes or no. Right. I think you are following all these examples. You are supposed to practice all these examples at least 3 to 4 times. Now look at the next example on your screen. Yes, my dear students, please look at this question and try to answer the question. I will give some time to you to read the question and to answer this example. Please go ahead. Understood what he's saying here? Right. Now, collecting data is very, very important. Read the question carefully. The difference of a compound interest and the simple interest for 3 years and for 2 years are in the ratio 23:7 respectively. What is the rate of interest per annum? Difference between the simple interest and compound interest for 3 years and 2 years, ratio is given. Now, what is the formula to find how to find the difference between the simple interest and compound interest by using a simple formula here? Look at this one. I will give the formula here. 3 years. 3 years difference means you can answer the question just by using this formula. It is very simple question. So PR square into 300 plus R by 100 into 100 into 100. This is the formula to find the difference between the compound interest and simple interest over a period of 3 years. What about 2 years? For 2 years, PR square by 100 into 100. This is for 2 years. The ratio of these two is given as 23:7. Ratio is given. Need to find the value of R, rate of interest. We need to find the value of R. So 3 years difference by 2 years difference in the compound interest and simple interest. It is 23/7. Very simple. Now what is the cancellation? PR square gets cancelled. So 100 into 100, 100 into 100 get cancelled. Now what is left with? Yes, you are right. 300 plus R by 100 is equal to 23/7. By doing cross multiplication, 2100 plus 7R is equal to 2300. 7R is equal to 200. The value of R is equal to 200/7. Choice 1. the value of R. What is the rate of interest? Rate of interest, it is a 200 by 7. Right choice, option 1, first choice. Am I clear? So what is the formula you need to remember? The formula here. The formula to find. So what is the formula? The formula to find the difference between the compound interest and simple interest over a period of 3 years. So what is the formula? 3 PR square into 300 plus R by 100 into 100 and 200. Please note down this formula. This formula is applicable only for 3 years. This formula is applicable to find the difference between the simple interest and compound interest over a period of 3 years. And whereas 2 years, this is applicable only for 3 years. For 2 years, it is a PR square by 100 into 100. Okay. Shall we move to the next example? Right, look at the next question on your screen along with the options. Yes, my dear students, look at the question carefully, read the question, collect the data and try to answer the question. Yes, my dear students, I will wait for a couple of seconds here. Please read the question, understand what is given here. Try to collect the data, understand what is given here, what is trying to say, and what is asking to find. Hope you are clear with the data here. Now look at the question here. I will read the question for you. The simple interest on a sum of money for 10 years is rupees. For 10 years is rupees 3130. This is the simple interest for a period of 10 years on a certain sum. Okay. If the principal becomes 5 times after 5 years, then what will be the total interest obtained after 10 years? Yes, there are conditions given here. What are the conditions? Actual interest is given. This is a simple interest for 10 years. But what he is doing here, what is given, what is the condition given? After 5 years, the principal becomes 5 times. My dear students, for 10 years it is 3130 means what is the interest for 5 years? Yes, you are right. Of course, half of the value. What is half of the value? So 1565. Am I right? 1565, half of the value. Yes? For 5 years, the interest is 1565. Now, if you read the question carefully, the principal becomes 5 times. My dear students, when the principal becomes 5 times, simply interest also becomes 5 times. Yes or no? When the principal becomes 5 times, what it results? Interest also becomes 5 times. So, what is the interest for the next 5 years? It is a 5 into 160, sorry, 5 into, small correction here, 5 into 1565. For 1 year, for example, 10 rupees. 2 years, 20 rupees. When the principal double, interest also will become double. In the same way, here when the principal becomes 5 times, interest becomes 5 times. What is the result? 5 times of the interest. So, next to 5 years, this is for the next 5 years. Next to 5 years, the interest is 5 times of 1565. So, what is the interest for the total 10 years means? So, first to 5 years and the next to 5 years means the total 10 years. The total 10 years means so 5 times of 1565 plus one more time means 6 times of 1565. Yes, my dear students, please multiply this. You will get answer. So what is the result here? The result is 9390. Am I clear? For 10 years, 3130 is the interest, means 5 years, half of the value. 5 is half of the 10. So make 3130 as half. So 1565. When the principal becomes 5 times, interest also becomes 5 times. Right, look at the solution. Please note down. And we'll move to the next example. Okay. Yes, my dear students, now next question on your screen, along with the options. A certain sum of money triples itself in 5 years at simple interest. In how many years it will be 5 times of itself? I will give the, my dear students, I will give the simple solution here. Please remember, under simple interest is asking triple itself. Triple means 3 times. How many years? 5 years. Please look at this one. 3 times of itself in 5 years. In how many years will it become 5 times of itself? This is the structure of this question. 3 times in 5 years, 5 times in how many years? Just you need to do cross multiplication. Before cross multiplication, just subtract 1 from the number of times. I will show you cross multiplication. Now look at this one. Cross multiplication, I am 5 years. Just subtract 1 from the number of times. Number of times is 5 times. 5 minus 1 by 3 minus 1. So what is the result? 5 into 4 by 2. It is 10 years. The right choice, option 3. Third choice is the right choice. Am I clear? 3 times of itself in 5 years. 5 times of itself in how many years? Simple thing. For your example, for your clarity purpose, practice purpose, I am giving here. Look at this one. I will give one more example here. 2 times of itself in 8 years and 6 times of itself in how many years? Under simple rate of interest. Question is same, just I am changing the numbers for your practice purpose. Same logic here. 8 into 5 by 1, answer is 40. What is that? 8 into 5 by 1. Why I am writing 5? 6 minus 1 and 2 minus 1. So result is 40. Am I clear? Right. Look at the next example on your screen. Yes, my dear student, please read the question. Read the question carefully. Try to answer the question. If rupees 2500 becomes 2970.25 in 2 years at compound interest compounded annually, then what is the yearly rate of interest? We need to find the value of R under compound rate of interest. 2500 is the principal amount is given here, 2970.25 over a period of 2 years. Dear students, if you observe the formula carefully, A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power n. Am I right or not? When you take P other side, you will get like this. A by P is equal to 1 plus R by 100 whole power n. The value of A is 2970.25. The value of P is equal to 2500. 1 plus r by 100 whole power n, n is equal to 2. Remove decimal, add 2 zeros on the denominator. Now if you observe this carefully, now what is the cancellation? 25, it goes directly. How many times means 1188 one time? In the denominator we have 10,000, 10,000 means 100 square. Whereas in the numerator 1188 to 1 means it is the 109 square, which is equal to 1 plus r by 100 whole power 2. Powers are same. Simplify this. So what is the result? On solving, you will get r value as a 9%. Yes, my dear students, you are supposed to solve the question. Calculations, you are supposed to do calculations. Okay. What is that? By taking 1 on the other side, 9 by 100, 100 get cancelled, remaining is a 9% per annum. Right choice is option 2. Second choice is the right choice. Okay. Hope you are copying all these explanations. Okay. Solutions. Okay. Now, shall we go to next example? Come on, say yes or no. Right, look at the next example on your screen. A certain sum of money amounts to rupees 918 in 2 years and rupees 969 in 3.5 years. 3.5 means 3.5 years. At simple interest. What is the rate of interest? It is under simple interest. My dear students, here amount and the time period is given. What is the amount? 918 over a period of 2 years. Over a period of 3.5, 3.5, it is 969 rupees. Now, what is it now under simple interest? It is given in under the data is given in under the simple interest. If you observe this question carefully, difference in the time, it is 1.5 years, means 1.5 year. What about the difference in the value of the amount? How much is the difference? It is a 51 rupees. Can any one of you say what it is? 51, what it is? Any one of you? Yes, you are right. It is an interest value. Interest for 1.5 year. 1.5 year interest is 51 means what is the interest for 1 year? 1 year interest is equal to 34 rupees. How come it is means 1.5 means 3 by 2. 3 by 2 is equal to 51. What is the full value? 3 it goes exactly 17 times. So 2 into 17, 34 rupees. This is the interest for 1 year. Interest for 1 year is 34. What is the 2 years interest? Double, 68. All right. So 68 is the interest. When you subtract 68 from 918, amount minus interest, it will give the principal value. How much is the principal? 850 rupees is the principal. Principal is 850. 34 rupees is the interest. 850 is the principal. 1 year, need to find the value of our rate of interest. Now simplify this. 0 to 0 we can cancel. 5, 17 times, so 5 here 2 times, 17 it goes exactly 2 times. The value of R, it is a 4%. 4%, right choice, option 1. Right choice is option 1. Please note this one. Am I clear? So 1.5 year is the difference between the time period. 3.5 and 2 years. The time gap is 1.5. 1.5 years interest is 51, means 1 year interest is 34 rupees. 34 rupees is a 1 year interest. Okay, hope you enjoyed all these questions. You copied all the explanations and tried all the questions. Please watch this video one more time to clarify your doubts and to make all these examples sure. Okay, and with this we'll stop this discussion. These are the important questions which appeared in the previous examinations. Already we discussed in the beginning of this session. Hope you copied all those questions and solutions. Have a nice day. All the best.